Hello, my name is Carl Surrey and this is a video tutorial for the Facebook group called Fans of Serif Software, and this is a video tutorial for WebPlus X8 and will possibly work in much earlier versions than X8. Now this video was prompted by a request that was made in the Fans of Serif Software Facebook group by John Harris, asking about adding a link to a Facebook page onto a website that he was making. And as you can see, he's got cannot get the Facebook widget to work, WebPlus 8, and when he did try, he was just getting the error not a Facebook valid URL. And then he later added that the site actually said you cannot use a group in a Facebook feed widget due to group securities. You can only use pages, used to be called fan pages, in the feed widget. And from my experiments, this is true. I've not been able to find a way around getting certain pages to work with the widget within WebPlus. So I thought I'd show you some slightly different ways of getting a Facebook page link into your website. So what I'll do, if I go back to WebPlus, and I will first look at using the widget that's inbuilt into WebPlus. And if you don't know what a widget is, it's basically a small program, as I understand it. I don't know all the facts behind it, but it's a small program inbuilt into WebPlus and other web design programs where you can insert code and that will do the jobs for you on your behalf, because it understands all the code that the normal layman wouldn't know how to do. Under the insert menu down here, you have one of the options is social media, and then you've got the Facebook widget, Twitter widget, and then there's a Google button. Now I don't have a Twitter account, so I cannot test whether that works, but I can test the Facebook widget for you. Now what I'm going to do is, first of all, I need a web address, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this one here. I'll just copy it, and then I'll go to insert social media, Facebook widget, and then in this line here where it's got URL of Facebook page, I will just highlight that and paste in the one I had earlier. And if you wait a little while, it should do an update here in this area of what it will look like on your page. Now this Last Fisherman Cafe is a website I set up for some people who were not really that PC knowledgeable, but they wanted a Facebook page, so I set it up. So I am one of the administrators of this page, which is why I'm able to use their address. If I just click OK, and then I draw out something on this test website that I've set up, as it displays on there, you can see that it displays the image that's on that's going to be displayed on your website, and you can alter sort of how much of it you can see. You just have to wait while it re-updates, and then so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to bring this back up again so there's not so much visible. Just wait for that to update. Let me just down a little bit, just so I get the name of the cafe showing. There we go. So what I would do is I would go to a file and preview the site in Microsoft Edge. So it will just show me what it will look like actually online. And then, so this would be the website that has been made, and you can see if I put the hand over the name of the cafe, and if I clicked on that, it should open up the actual page. But you can also use this scroll bar to see what's been posted recently. And so I'm guessing that is what John was after for his particular website, to link to one of his Facebook pages. Let me just close that one down. Get back to WebPlus. Now the only problem there is it only works with certain pages, like I mentioned earlier that they said it works with what used to be called fan pages. So if I just get the address of the Fans of Serif Software Facebook page, and I use the insert social media Facebook widget again, and paste in that address for the Fans of Serif Software page, when it comes to updating, I don't know if you can see that, but what it will display is error not a valid Facebook page URL, which obviously is a valid page, but the widget doesn't recognize it as such, and it won't also recognize my own web page. So if I just add this to here and then do a preview, what is displayed, you still got the Last Fisherman Cafe there, but what I'm displaying for the Fans of Serif Software is error not a valid Facebook page URL. So I will delete that because this is of no use. So obviously the Facebook widget that's built into WebPlus is okay with non-personal, non-business type or non-group type Facebook pages, but it will work with some. So if you want to, you had that type of Facebook page and you want to add a link to it on your website, you can use the inbuilt widget. So what are your options outside of using that widget? Now they are pretty much all variations on the same theme, but I will show you about 4 different ways that you can do it. Now the easiest one is obviously to just type some text. So I'll just type in, here we go, Fans of Serif Software. Let me just make that a bigger font so it can be seen on screen a lot easier. Right, and as that is highlighted, if I right click that area and come down to hyperlink, and from this left panel here select internet page, it will ask you for the URL address. So I should still have in memory the address of the Serif Software, Fans of Serif Software page, and then just click OK. So when I come to preview that, if I then click on this, it should open up the Fans of Serif Software page. Like we want it to. you could also, if we go back to WebPlus, you could also do this using a picture. I've just got one, just happen to have one available. Now this is the screenshot of the Facebook page of Fans of Serif Software, and I've just cut it down to, it's basically just got the basic heading panel. So again, much like I did up here with the name, you can just right click, hyperlink, internet page, again paste in the address, OK, and then again preview. So now that whole image is now a hyperlink to the Fans of Serif Software page, and just to prove that, if I click on it, it opens up the page. Let me just close this down again, go back to WebPlus. Now if you don't want to have like the text like that or an image like that, you can use a button. You can do this as an insert. We go to insert and an asset. The asset browser opens up, and from here I'm going to select buttons, and you can pick any of these. I'm going to pick one with some writing on because obviously I want to edit it, but I'm going to select that one that just says button, click OK, and then I'll just plonk that there, resize it, and then if you double click inside, it will open up the edit button. So at the moment it says button, but I just want to call it Fans of Serif Software, and then you've got the hyperlink option here. So again, internet page, and then paste in the address, click OK, and then I'll just need to resize this so it fits on the page. Obviously probably I would have done better to change the font size, but for the demonstration and so you can see this easy enough, I will leave it that size. And then come to again preview this, and then again this whole button, and it will change as you hover over it. And as you can see in the bottom left hand corner, the address will come up displaying where it's aiming for, which is the Serif Fans of Serif Software page. So those three are just variations on the same theme, which is either text or an image or a button. Let me just close that down, go back to WebPlus. Now this last one I'm going to look at is going to be a widget. It will have pretty much the same result as this up here, so it's probably rather a long-winded way, but I will show it to you. Now if I go back to the internet browser, now there is a website which I found which is run by a company or person called CHRON, and the actual web address is smallbusiness.com/facebook-group-26681.html, and there's a little brief description here of what you can do to make a widget to open up a Facebook group. Now basically what you want to do is, if you copy this text in this paragraph here where it's got type and then open brackets and then a load of text, and I find this better to copy and paste this into a word processing file, which is what I have here. and you can do away with the word type and even the open speech marks and the closed speech marks. So you just really want the text from the bracket there and the bracket at the end. And then what you need to do is insert the ULR, which is this bit I have here, which is the web address for the group, where it says ULR. So you delete the ULR, paste in your address between the speech brackets. Then where it's got Facebook group, you can delete that text and then put in the text that you want to display. So I want to display Fans of Serif Software, so that is what I've done here. So if I oh, that one there's got the speech marks on. This one here, I took the speech marks off. So if I highlight that, copy it, go back to WebPlus. Now there is a box here that says insert HTML fragment, and you can also do it from the insert menu where it's got insert HTML fragment. But I'm going to use this button here, and then once you press that, you have the cursor and it just wants you to display or make the size of what it is you want to display, and then it opens up this box for HTML source. And then all you need to do, because you've copied all that information, you can just paste into body and it will paste that information in. You just click OK, and you won't be able to see it on this, but when you preview the web page, there you can see it has Fans of Serif Software, which is that little mini widget that we've just made. And if I click on that, it should open up the Fans of Serif Software page. So there you have 4 different ways, not that different, I do truly admit, of linking a Facebook page into a web page that you are making if it won't work like we want it to, using the inbuilt widget for Facebook, which unfortunately only works on certain pages. So I know this doesn't answer John's question, but hopefully it might be of help to people who want to link their Facebook page into their website. This is just showing you various ways of doing it. Sorry John, I couldn't help you that much, but I hope everybody else has enjoyed watching this. So thank you and goodbye.